Hi, Jeff Owens here, the Breadmeister. I'm here to talk about the ingredients you will need to bake basic white bread. We have flour, active dry yeast in bulk form or in the small packets if you're a part-timer, granulated white sugar, salt, plain table salt, and oil. This could be lard, butter, any type of oil will work. I'm using a canola extra virgin olive blend. You won't need a scale until you start doing high format baking. You can get away with just basic measuring cups. These are your ingredients. A scraper like this is great to divide your dough. That's basically your tools, and we're going to show you what it takes to make the dough in a KitchenAid countertop mixer. We've had a lot of requests asking how to make basic white bread and the recipes that I use. To make 2 loaves in your countertop KitchenAid mixer, we use 6 cups of flour, 2 cups of water, and 4 teaspoons of sugar, salt, and yeast. We also use 4 tablespoons of oil. They can be added in any order as long as the water is hot to the touch. I'm now going to lift the bowl and begin mixing. I will now add the oil. The oil isn't important to know exactly how much you put in. It's a feel, baked by touch. So the dough has been mixing for 3 to 5 minutes now. The sides of the vessel are clean, and we're going to drop the bucket and take a look at the dough. This is how the Breadmeister started. We made 5 of these in 25 minutes and threw them in a 5-gallon bucket. And that would make 15 1-pound loaves or 10 1.5-pound loaves. If you look at the consistency of the dough, you can see that I can manipulate the dough without it sticking to my hands. If it sticks to your hands just a little bit, that's okay. It'll still be just fine. We're going to leave the dough right in the bucket. So now we've used ruby red to mix the dough, and it's in the vessel. Because we're small format, we're just going to put the saran wrap right over the top of it and set this on any surface to proof. In an hour and a half, it should expand almost to the top of the vessel. It has doubled in size, so we'll dump the dough. So I've split the dough ball by eye into 2 loaves. We've shaped the loaves into 2 1.5-pound loaves, and we're going to place the loaves on a peel. We'll cover the board. Any wooden cutting board will do because it's a warm surface, and any tea towel will do to cover it. The loaves have been proofing for about a half an hour. Let's cut them and put them in the oven. I have an oven at 400 degrees with a baking stone. I've put the loaves on the baking stone. I just took the 2 loaves of bread out of the oven. They were in for about 30 minutes. They were golden brown at 400 degrees. And I put a thermometer in it to make sure the internal temperature was 190. That's when you know your bread is done.